Story 1. Garden, cook, draw, play video games, read comics, watch movies, travel, pick up new hobbies, exercise for longer periods, and give more time, love, and attention to my wife and pets. Story 2. My job would be to be healthy. I get very little time for it right now, about 40 minutes before work. This is what I did when I was unemployed for 18 months. I got healthy, worked out, cooked, and ate better. I kept my place cleaner and still had time to relax with video games and reading. I loved it. Honestly, if money had not been tight, it would have been wonderful. Story 3. First, I want to travel more around the world, relax, and find tutors to help me learn new skills like languages and music. After a while, I plan to find a volunteer opportunity or a nonprofit organization to work with. I want to contribute in a way that genuinely helps improve my surroundings rather than just generating profit for its own sake. Story 4. I would make custom knives and perform metal repairs for my community at an affordable price, such as repairing mower decks and handling some prototyping if I had the time. Story 5. I would be the best mom I could be. I would spend time with my kids and be able to attend school events during the day. What a treat. I would help them with homework and be there for them whenever they needed me. I can cook anything they want. We have the resources and I have the time. Want to learn a new hobby? Let's sign you up for extracurricular activities to discover what you love doing. It would be such a freeing feeling to nurture them the way I want and the way they need. Story 6. Volunteer at the local animal shelter and food bank. They always need help, and I would feel satisfied knowing that I am contributing to a great cause. Story 7. I enjoy spoiling my niece and nephew. I don't have any children, but seeing them happy brings me so much joy. Story 8. I wouldn't have spare time. Cooking, martial arts, fencing, woodworking, languages, painting, drawing, various musical instruments, 3D modeling, 3D printing, yoga, meditation, math, science, and history, painting Warhammer models, reading, watching movies, listening to music, playing video games, attending concerts, and traveling. I would split the day between these two groups every day. Story 9. I would volunteer at an animal shelter, likely close to full-time hours. My leisure time would be divided between hobbies and travel. Story 10. That's after tax, right? Where does one even start? There are so many interesting places to visit, cultures to experience, and people to know. After a while, I would probably get back to working in the sense of doing something toward a goal. I would want to invest some time into social services, perhaps in parts of my country that heavily lack them. Story 11. I would open a cat rescue or work with an existing one, helping to recruit good foster caregivers, purchasing and storing food, and assisting with medical expenses. Story 12. That's pretty close to my income, but I work from home about 20 hours a week. I use all of that extra time to exercise, clean the house, pick up the kids from school, work in the garden, make dinner, and read. I'm an avid cyclist and ride 150 miles a week. I might as well clean the house so my wife doesn't have to. I enjoy spending time with the kids when they get home. I also managed to read 50 books last year. I'm not complaining. Story 13. I have an income of $28,000 per year, and I enjoy it. I play video games, go to the gym, take walks, and have dinners with friends and family. I have everything I need and truly live a life of leisure. It's not excessive leisure, but I couldn't imagine a better life for myself. Story 14. I might get the education I need to go into politics. That way, I can at least try to make a difference in the world I live in. Story 15. $150,000 isn't enough to fund a family of 4 and still save for retirement and college, so I'd probably still work. Story 16. It is not enough money to support a family in San Francisco, so I would still get a job and save the extra money for retirement. Story 17. I work to provide a decent life for my family. Where I live, a household income of $150,000 is just above the median and does not allow for an extravagant lifestyle. Story 18. If I had a lot of money with no need to work a regular job, I would spend my free time working. Why would I work? because it gives me something to do, a purpose. I would focus on work that I truly enjoy. Many wealthy individuals become absorbed in charity. While some may seek tax benefits, others genuinely choose philanthropy as their life's work. When you are affluent, you can reflect on what you want to work on and how you want to change the world. What do you want to improve? With sufficient finances and time to ponder such questions, you naturally seek meaningful work. I believe that if universal basic income becomes widespread and is sufficient, many people will initially relax and enjoy their lives for a few years. However, they will eventually feel bored, desire purpose, and seek out work, even if it is unpaid. Humans naturally seek purpose. We do not thrive in purposelessness. It leads to feelings of depression. We value connections and care for ourselves and others. When people have enough financial resources, one of the first things they often do is start families. Have you noticed how fewer people seem to be dating or marrying? The birth rate is declining. This often stems from inadequate financial resources, pushing many into survival mode. Your question essentially asks what people do when they are not compelled by survival. What do you choose to do when you have the opportunity to spend your time on pursuits beyond mere survival? You will enjoy yourself. You will begin to seek joy by bringing joy to others. You will become interested in alleviating the suffering of others, particularly unnecessary suffering. When people are well compensated, society as a whole transforms. Story 19. I'm retired and have a budget of over $150,000 per year, so I don't have to speculate. Here's what I do. 1. My wife and I are building an airplane while also taking flying lessons. I write a weekly newsletter mostly for mental exercise. We play disc golf. We travel a lot, spending about a quarter of our time traveling both internationally and domestically. I engage in various hobbies, including photography, videography, and video games. I'm currently learning how to create virtual reality videos, but I plan to move on to something else soon. Story 20. Step 1. Buy a puppet that resembles me. Step 2. Create a replica of my anatomy. Step 3. Collaborate as a content creator with that impressive puppet. Step 4. Donate the money earned to Planned Parenthood. Story 21. Video games can help me get healthier. I want to make my home cozier with matching and wholesome furniture and decor from my favorite media. I enjoy hanging out with friends, covering expenses so we can all have fun together. I also want to assist friends who are in need by providing financial support for emergencies. Ultimately, I want to create an environment where I can relax and do what I enjoy. Additionally, I may consider securing homes in 2 European countries if I decide to move out of the United States. Story 22. Volunteer, especially with dog-related activities. Foster dogs. Engage in art and be creative. Travel. Exercise and take better care of myself. Story 23. Bounce around miserable jobs. Stay for a while, make friends, figure out who the annoying boss is, then quit in the most extreme or outlandish way I can think of so people have a funny story about that time their old coworker lost it and confronted the terrible boss. Story 24. $150,000 per year isn't enough to cover my family expenses, so I would still need to work. However, assuming I don't have to work, I have many ways to spend my time. Just managing daily life and housework takes a significant amount of time to do properly. I would focus on my health, weight training, running, stretching, mental health activities, eating well by purchasing good produce from markets and preparing quality meals, and visiting the doctor and dentist regularly, along with consulting specialists for various health issues. Car racing is a lifelong passion that I would love to pursue regularly as a hobby or even more seriously, semi-professionally if I had the financial resources and time. Outdoor activities like rock climbing, hiking, mountain biking, and kayaking offer many local, national, and international exploration opportunities. Travel. I have an extensive list of places I would like to visit, ranging from local day trips to multi-month international adventures. Coding and hardware projects. I care deeply about solving human problems with technology and have many ideas sketched out in notebooks and partially started prototypes that I would love to dedicate time to. Other life projects. Home renovations, car servicing and modifications, future planning, and several other projects could occupy months or even years. Reading, learning, and general entertainment to fill my free time. I have a backlog of years' worth of reading to do, along with learning new skills and gaining general knowledge in specific science and technology subjects. I also enjoy movies, games, and other entertainment. My family and friends are a big part of all these activities, which is why I haven't specifically included socializing. I am confident that I could fill the rest of my life with activities outside of work and still not complete everything. I recognize that I should also include helping others in my plans, and I would definitely invest some time into it. Story 25. The number of people who believe that $150,000 is insufficient for living is astounding. Either you spend so extravagantly that saving and investing are completely foreign to you, or you simply have no idea what most of our nation has to work with. A dual income of $150,000 a year can still provide a comfortable life. In medium to low cost of living areas, it is a substantial amount. Story 26. Video games, exercise, learning to cook good meals for myself, and finally having the time and energy to run a tabletop role-playing game, probably Blades in the Dark or an OSR game. Story 27. Buy a comfortable recreational vehicle and travel all over the country without worrying about skipping meals to pay bills or buy medications ever again. Story 28. I make around $250,000 a year, which is a lot, but I am the sole provider for my wife and young kids. Add in an aging house to work on, and I am almost always doing something. My last paternity leave lasted a few months, and that was pretty close to the premise. Apparently, the only change I make is rarely touching a computer. All my other daily chores just end up filling the void. Story 29. I am hiding from law enforcement because if I am making $150,000 a year without raising a finger, something is suspicious. Story 30. Find a job so I can earn more than $150,000 a year. It's sufficient, but not enough for luxury or to ensure success for multiple generations of my family. Story 31. $150,000 after tax here in California. By the way, 45%. Someone is looking for a part-time job. Why do you need a bag to go rock climbing? The mountains are free. Story 32. I probably still need to work. $150,000 isn't enough for me to travel or do everything I want to throughout the year. Additionally, I enjoy what I do. Story 33. Am I the only one asking why you wouldn't have to work? $150,000 in this economy? I would still be looking for a job, married with kids. Over here. Story 34. Sadly, I would probably still be working. I was laid off a few months ago and was so depressed that I spent 2 months on the couch doing absolutely nothing, which was honestly horrible. Work can be challenging, but it also gives me purpose and is a good way to fill my time. Story 35. It is concerning how many people would not work regardless. $150,000 in this economy is not an unreasonable amount of money. Story 36. $150,000 is nowhere near enough to sustain my lifestyle. I would continue my days as normal and be happy for the additional source of income. Story 37. In my area, $150,000 is not enough to stop working, but I would certainly enjoy more hobbies outside of work. Story 38. More than enough for a year's cost at the most prestigious university. So I will go back to school and study whatever I want. College is fascinating at an elite institution. You can explore all the historical conflicts you want, all the mathematical theories, and all the philosophical ideas. What's not to love? Story 39. I would work at a job that allows me to take time off when needed. I would start by helping my family, setting up trust funds for all children under 12, and providing a series of gifts for those over 12. I would rebuild my house, take care of my parents, assist close friends, and love a woman for who she is. Story 40. Get another part-time job with a contract position for 20 hours a week. I would live off the $150,000 and invest the money I earn from my part-time job. Go to the gym every day. Story 41. I am currently in this exact situation. I have been quite depressed since I stopped working. Everyone my age is at work, and I dislike doing things alone. I am going back to work this coming Monday on my own terms at my old job, which I generally enjoy. It is also something that benefits the world, and I feel good about doing it. I will see how it goes. Story 42. Honestly, I would probably attend school full-time just for the sake of learning about subjects that interest me without any pressure. Story 43. Get fit and become a professional bodybuilder. Take trips to the Philippines and enjoy a luxurious lifestyle. Story 44. Go for walks, read, write, paint, sculpt, take courses I am interested in, volunteer at the Humane Society, and improve my house. Basically, all the things I do now, but with enough time to truly enjoy them. Story 45. Have children and be a stay-at-home mom. Work on my family's farm. Ride horses with my sister, travel, and help people in my community who need assistance. Story 46. I would work on solving climate change, inventing sustainable food production, developing quality technology, and creating efficient fuel sources. I would also have several cats and dogs. Story 47. Finally, relax. Truly relax. Get a great night's sleep, wake up, do morning exercises, maintain a proper diet, and travel wherever I want. Maybe join some clubs to develop hobbies. Story 48. I would live in moderately decent hotels around the world with no timetable and no need to own much of anything. A nomad with that kind of income is truly free. Story 49. Road trip with my dog. He loves the car, being outdoors, and meeting people. It would be the best time of his life. Story 50. I would probably just be a free handyman and information technology helper for older adults. I really miss my grandmother and miss being a helper for her, and this question made me realize how much I miss that. I might start volunteering even without the $150,000. It would be nice, though. Story 51. It may sound corny, but I would still work because I enjoy my job. I would let my wife retire since she dislikes hers. Story 52. Getting the kids out on nature walks more is important. Spending quality time with my family is valuable. I enjoy fishing. I go to the gym. I like gardening. I want to see different parts of the world. I am interested in furniture making, restoring, or general woodworking. I have never done it but would love to learn. I would like to try to find a cheap Aston Martin DB5 and restore it, although that could be a challenge at around $150,000. I want to learn to play an instrument, probably the piano. There are so many things I could do with time and enough money. I would not get bored. Story 53. I am currently in that position. I continue to work in areas that I enjoy, not because I need to, but because I find it intellectually challenging and I enjoy what I am doing. Story 54. I have been in this position before, earning $165,000 per year at 23, and working only 30 to 40 minutes each day. I spent my time sleeping, going out with my girlfriend, and just passing the time. It's enjoyable, but not as fun as it seems. Life can be quite boring. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.